Hey, what's up, my YouTube family? Hey, it's your boy Panamera Tay checking in again. Look, go to my YouTube channel, click the subscribe button, click the like button if you like the video. If you find anything that's beneficial for you or anything that you may have questions about, leave a comment in the comment section. You know, hopefully it's a good comment that you leave, but at the end of the day, if it's a bad one, I'm cool with that too. You know, I got tough skin, so I ain't really tripping on that. And hey, listen, and don't forget to click that bell. Click the bell so that you can get the notification of all the updates of the videos that I'm gonna be bringing to you. But I'm always coming to you with something great, something beneficial, something that I hope can ring a bell or touch a certain spot within you to help push you and help motivate you, to help take you to the next level so that you can be the person that you ultimately want to be. Now, I'm a real estate investor. For y'all who do not know, I'm not an agent. You know, if you want to be an agent, it's very simple. If you want to be a real estate agent, all you have to do is go to someone's brokerage company, take a course. You're just going to sign up for a class, right? It normally ranges somewhere between 5, 6, maybe 700 on the top end. I'm not really sure if it goes that high or not. I'm not sure, but I know somewhere in between that range, maybe normally like $500 to $600 or whatever. You can actually go and take a real estate class, right? Once you go and pass the class, then you go take the state exam, right? And then once you pass the state exam for whatever state that you're from, you know, I'm from Georgia, right here in Georgia, you know, never mind the, you know, that's a whole nother subject. But here in the state of Georgia, you go ahead and you take the exam, and guess what? You can get your real estate license, and you can become an agent. Then you can start to go ahead and sell properties for a small commission. So I'm on the other end of the fence, right? I'm a real estate investor. I love what I do, you know. So I'm in a game, what I like to call with the big boys. You know, I play ball with the big boys. That's what I do. But I'm not here today to talk about the difference between real estate investors and real estate agents. This video is the piggyback, right? I'm gonna go ahead and piggyback off of a video that I dropped maybe like a week and a half ago or something like that, right? I was pretty much touching on the basis of the power of equity. I believe I did like a 3-part series or something like that, right? I did like a 3-part series of the power of equity. And one of the segments, right, that I did, I believe it was titled The Power of a H.E.L.O.C, right? So I'm gonna kind of just piggyback off a H.E.L.O.C for a quick second, right? So a H.E.L.O.C for my YouTubers, for my people, for my individual, for my subscribers, the people who want to further seek real estate and how to get into real estate. And even if you in real estate, you bashing your brain, because you can do that sometimes. I remember when I first got in real estate, you always trying to figure out different ways on how can I invest if I don't have the capital. So you got to start somewhere, right? You got to start somewhere. You got to have some capital. You got to have some funding. But you got to get in the game. You got to do, and you have to take the necessary steps to get in the game. That's the way you become a game changer. You got to get in the game. Once you get in the game, now it's time to play ball, right? So I'm just gonna go ahead and talk to you about the H.E.L.O.C. And for you guys that's just subscribing, or you guys that just randomly maybe clicked on my video, and if you don't know what a H.E.L.O.C is, you never heard H.E.L.O.C. H.E.L.O.C is an acronym. H.E.L.O.C, H-E-L-O-C. It's an acronym that stands for Home Equity Line of Credit, right? So pretty much what a H.E.L.O.C is, and that's what I'm going to talk to you about today, because it's so powerful. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love the H.E.L.O.C strategy. But I got so many more tools and resources, and I got so many more things I can just pull out the bag, man, when it comes to this real estate investing. And you want to stay up on top of your game when it comes to this real estate investing. But one of my weapons, I can't give y'all the sauce. I can't give y'all the sauce to every single thing. But I got this channel so I can give back, put y'all on game, to help put you in position for some things that you didn't know, so you can get to where you trying to go, if this is what you want to do. Because when it comes to real estate, when it comes to credit, man, you know, I'm all in. You dig what I'm saying? But just to piggyback off the HELOC, right? That's one of my weapons. That's one of my favorite tools. But I got many. But like I say, I can't give you all the sauce, baby. You know, some things you got to pay for. But I will be dropping enough information to go ahead and get you started. And the best way to get started is acquiring knowledge and also being intentional. Stepping into the game. Now, the HELOC, listen here. The HELOC is the new age credit card. That's what the HELOC is. The HELOC is the new age credit card. And it's a powerful strategy, and I love it. Everybody got different ways on how they fund their real estate, you know. But one of the most powerful ways that I love to do is the HELOC. That way, listen. Listen. You literally, the only thing you will do, you are leveraging credit. You are leveraging the equity that's in your home from the value of your home. Now, if you rent, you know, sorry for all of my renters, you did what I'm saying. But if you're someone who doesn't own a home, you can't apply this strategy. You can't apply it. It's strictly for home owners. If you rent, hey, get in the game. If you want to do real estate, you got to become a home owner. That's how you get this, right? So, let's just say, for instance, right, you have a home, and I'm gonna use round numbers, right? So let's say, for instance, right, you a home owner, and you own the home free and clear, because obviously, when you own the home free and clear, what that means? You own and you have access to 100% of the equity because it's free and clear. You have no debt, you have no mortgage, right? But if you have a mortgage, right, obviously, because you have a mortgage, right, you don't own the home free and clear, then that means you don't have access to 100% of the equity. You only have access to the equity that the debt doesn't exceed, right? So if your house is, let's just say, if your house is worth $100,000, right, but you still have a remaining mortgage balance of $50,000, that means the 50 from the 100, right? That means you only have equity of $50,000. You get what I'm saying? So, but now over here, I just want to make this example on a whole nother level as far as for my homeowners that have done such a great job in paying down that debt, knocking it all out the way. You don't owe any bank nothing. You own your home free and clear, with the exception, right, of, you know, annual property taxes. Because it doesn't matter if you own a home free and clear or not, you will, I repeat, you will still have to pay property taxes annually, once a year, right? So let's just use the example of $100,000. I'm gonna use the same example, right? We're gonna use the example of $100,000. You get what I'm saying? So I own my home. My home comes in value, it gets appraised, and it's valued at $100,000. What you can simply do, because you're the homeowner, and you know, depending on who you go to, I typically don't deal with big banks. Every now and again I do a little business with a big bank, but for the most part, it's good to go with the smaller banks, and especially like the credit unions. The terms are a little bit more flexible, the rates are maybe a little bit better. So I prefer to use them. I prefer to use them over the big banks any day. You did what I'm saying? But like I was saying in the example, if I own my home, or if you own your home free and clear, and let's just say it gets appraised at $100,000, right? $100,000. That means you have access to 100% of that equity. Now, excuse me. When it comes to the HELOC strategy, you can go to your bank or your credit union, whomever you decide to do business with, and go and you ask them, you know, I wanna get some more information about how you guys' HELOC work. Let them give you the rundown on the HELOC, right? And you have to be in your home for like a certain period of time. It's certain documents that they're gonna ask you to bring in, right? You have to kind of abide by the guidelines. But once you have everything nipped in the bud, you straight, you ready to go. Now, most banks, what they're gonna tell you, right? You're gonna range somewhere between, and it's according to the bank. It's gonna be a range somewhere between 80% and 90, 95%, depending on the bank. LTV, and what's LTV? In one of my last videos, that I taught you guys about that. As far as LTV, that's loan to value. I was teaching you guys about the equity. I was teaching you guys about HELOCs and different things like that. But loan to value, right? So meaning what they'll do. Let's just use the example. Let's just say they're willing to give you 90% LTV of the value of your property, so that you can leverage the equity in your home, right, as a HELOC to go invest into another asset. You want to go invest in some type of an asset, primarily real estate, baby. That's what we in. We in the game of real estate. So you literally, right, let's just say this is a credit card. Let's say this is a credit card. If you go get a HELOC, right, they will transfer the value, the equity will be leveraged and transferred onto a credit card. So if they give you 90% LTV, right, and your home is valued at $100,000, right, what's 90% of $100,000? That's $90,000, right? So that $90,000 of equity, you are able to have access to it on a credit card. Damn right. A credit card. That $90,000, you will have $90,000 on a credit card. Now, you carry this around in your wallet. You got $90,000 credit limit. You got a $90,000 credit limit. We're going to take the $90,000, right? And we're going to go find us an asset. Because remember, you're playing with your home. This ain't your money. So you got to be smart. You don't want to put yourself in a bad position where you can mess around and lose your home. You don't want to do that. So you got to be smart. If you're gonna do this strategy, this is simply a great strategy to go invest in something that's going to bring in passive income. That's what we're going for. And that's the only reason we're going to do this. You dig what I'm saying? Remember, in my old video, I have a video where I tell you guys about the difference between a HELOC and a home equity loan. So the banks also offer what you call a home equity loan. But in this video, I'm not talking about a home equity loan, because the moment you get a home equity loan, at that moment, you have to start back paying on that loan. And you will pay interest on the entire amount of that loan. See, with the HELOC, it's totally different. That's what I love about the HELOC. See, with the HELOC, if I got $90,000 on this credit card, right? I got $90,000. I only have to pay on what I spend, just like your regular credit cards. So let's just say you got some other credit cards in your wallet. The same way you utilize those credit cards will be the same way you will use the credit card that the bank give you from the HELOC. It's the same exact thing. And then guess what the good part about it though, baby? Guess what the good part about it though? It's a revolving line of credit. You get to keep on using it. Once you can use it, pay it down, right? Once you pay it down and it clears out the zero, you got a $0 balance, you got access to use the same $90,000 again. And we can just keep on investing into different businesses. We can keep on investing into real estate or whatever type of plan you have. You can keep on investing. As long as what you're investing in is making a profit and it's turning, you can go back and pay the principal pay down and the interest down on the credit card, which is from the HELOC, right? Go back and pay it down, and guess what? You're reporting to all three bureaus at the end of the day. TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax. The HELOC is a revolving line of credit. Look at that. Man, you talking about the power of leverage? And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do another video too one day about just the power of leverage, how to leverage, how to get ahead. And this right here, this is one of the best forms of leveraging that you can have, man. You dig what I'm saying? So think about that. Not only do you have access, you got a credit line. You got a credit line of $90,000 on the credit card, right? Then on top of that, it gets reported to the bureaus, all three bureaus. So now when you look at your credit profile, you're looking at the credit report, you seeing the HELOC, the revolving line from the HELOC, from the home equity line of credit, it will show on the credit report for all three bureaus, Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian, right? That looks good. So if you using that card, right, and you went and purchased the property, the debt that you have on the card will be reported to the bureaus. But if you making those monthly payments, those monthly on-time payments, man, that looks good. That's one of the mixes. That's one of the mixes of the credit. Remember, I also did a video about the credit diagram, right? When I broke the whole diagram down. Now, when we go to talking about mix of credit, that's one of them. Even though it's revolving, it's a certain type of revolving line of credit. It's a revolving account, the HELOC, yes, but also it's a different mix, right? Because you're still dealing with the home. So those mixes of credit, guess what? That accounts for 10% on the diagram. You can't, listen, man, you can't beat this. Like, this is what I do, man. Over time, throughout my trials and tribulations and studying and paying for different courses and, you know, going through my ups and my downs in the business, and believe me, I done made plenty of mistakes now. Don't get this twisted. I done made plenty of mistakes. I failed, but I was never a failure. You feel me? I failed a few times, but I was never a failure. You did what I'm saying? Because I kept it going. And all I continued to do was learn from my mistakes. I continued to grow. I continued to sharpen my skills. And that's what I've developed now, man. That's why I can come to you guys and speak about it so fluently, and also help to educate y'all and try to put y'all in the best position. Because at the end of the day, man, God been good to me. And guess what? He good to you too. But what we gonna do, we gonna utilize the tools around us. And right now, I'm coming to you with a tool. Like how, you know, how like spiritual people always like to say, you know, I'm praying for God to expand my territory. I just want God to expand my territory. Well, guess what? This it right here. I'm coming to you to expand your territory on your blessing, baby, today. In this particular video, we're going to expand your territory. But how do you expand your territory? You expand your territory by knowledge. You did what I'm saying? By having understanding, by acquiring knowledge, and not only acquire the knowledge, but you must apply the knowledge. Once you learn something, now it's time to go apply it. You did what I'm saying? Because like they say, the faith without the works is dead, right? So that means you got to put in the work. Just believing, just hearing, just continue to hear knowledge is not good enough. You must apply it. Now that's how we're going to grow. That's how we're going to exceed. That's how you're going to get in a better position, not only for you, but your kids. You see what I'm saying? See, now we thinking ahead. We ain't just thinking only about the day. Like right now, today, what, December the 4th? December the 4th, 2020, right? But even though we right here in today, Friday, even though we right here in present time, which is Friday, December the 4th, 2020, right? We living in the moment, but don't live in the moment. Don't get consumed in the moment. We already, listen, we flight years ahead. Right now, I'm already in 2021, 2022, 2023. I'm already light years ahead. My mind is working to the point where I'm thinking about the next 5 years. I'm already strategically planning how I'm mapping out those years. Like I can see the growth over time growing. And that's how you gotta be. That's how you ought to be. See what I'm saying? With this HELOC, man, the HELOC powerful. That's just one of my ways. Like I say, I'ma always give y'all game. That's what my YouTube channel about. Just gonna educate my people, put y'all up on something that you can take with you. Once I plant that seed, man, you the one who got to fertilize it. You did what I'm saying? You got to water that thing. See, I'm just for to plant the seed. Now, you got to take it and run with it. I can give you all the game. You did what I'm saying? It don't matter who give you the game. Whether you follow my channel or whether you follow another YouTuber channel, it don't matter who give you the game. You still got to take it and go do the work. It don't work without the work. So it ain't no way around that. See what I'm saying? But right now, man, that HELOC strategy, I'm telling you, if you are a homeowner, you did what I'm saying? If you have equity in your property and your property is valued at X amount of dollars, if you have interest, right, or desire to invest in real estate, you have let's just say I don't have a lot of capital in the bank, but you need capital to invest, to get started. You got to have some type of starting point, right? If you want to play with the big boys, You know, maybe you can start off, you ain't really got no money. You know, they got this thing that called wholesaling. You can wholesale with no money, you know, but still, that takes a certain type of skill. That's the part that they don't tell you about. People always say you want to buy real estate with no money down. Yes, it's possible. It's called wholesaling. When pretty much you can just wholesale. You pretty much, you bringing a buyer and a seller together. You know somebody who want to sell a property. You know somebody over here who's a buyer, a potential buyer. You come in the middle and you put your ticket on the middle. The seller let's just say the seller want to sell the property for $50,000. You do your research and you find out the property worth. Let's just say you find out the property worth $80,000. The seller want to sell it for $50,000, right? So you know this guy who invests in real estate, such as myself, you come to a potential investor, you tell the potential investor, look, I got this deal. I want to assign this contract over to you, right? You already know. It ain't for you to tell him what you and the seller talked about, right? But you know the seller, you know you can get that property for $50,000. So you're going to tell him, like, look, the property is worth $80,000, right? But I sell it to you for $60,000. You just put your $10,000 ticket on top. You did what I'm saying? Now, you ain't had no money in the deal. You put no money in the deal. You came into real estate, $0 invested, no skin in the game. And if you close that deal, guess what? You just made $10K. No money down. But at the end of the day, even when you wholesaling, baby, still take a certain level of skills. You got to have a skill set. So work on your craft, sharpen your skills, develop you. And once you start to develop and sharpen your skills and perfect your craft, guess what? You gonna make money. You gonna make money, man. At the end of the day, like I say, man, I want to see y'all win. And like I say, I want to come to y'all today just to tell y'all about a little bit more in-depth detail about the H.E.L.O.C, right? Because like I say, that's one of my favorite strategies, but it ain't my only one. I got a couple of them, but I'm putting y'all up on game tonight about the H.E.L.O.C. So do your own research. Do your own research. Like I say, comment below. You did what I'm saying. If y'all like the video, click the like button. If you feel what I'm saying and you feel like you benefiting from what I'm telling you, then go ahead, man. Click the subscribe button. You did what I'm saying. I'm trying to get my subscription. I'm trying to get my YouTube subscribers up. I want to grow my YouTube channel. I want to grow my business on all levels. You know, my real estate business, you know, my tax business, my credit business, my consulting business, now my YouTube business. And then, you know, just other different endeavors that I always indulge in. Let's get it, man. This is what we talking about. We as some people, bro, we finna grow. We finna grow. I'm telling you, I'm coming to y'all, bro, I'm dropping game. That's all I'm doing. I'm dropping game, I'm dropping knowledge. I'm gonna give you a little sauce, but I ain't gonna give you all the sauce. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna put some packages together. There's gonna be certain things that you must pay for. And guess what? But if you serious about certain things, guess what? The price shouldn't matter. Because you investing into your future. You did what I'm saying? Everything can't be free, so you got to get out of that mentality thinking that everything gonna be free. Everything's not gonna be free. You did what I'm saying? Some things will be free. You did what I'm saying? Give you a nice, good appetizer, but guess what, baby? You got to pay for the rent. You did what I'm saying? But let's get it, man. I gave y'all a lot of game on that. Do your own research on it if you want to. But I'm out of here. I want to see y'all win, man. Let's go. Click, subscribe. Let's go. We out.